This is Valentine's Day, Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. I dropped my grandson off to work in Wake Forest, and I often come this way back through Lewisburg Road. And a couple of months ago, I happened to pretty much discover this park. And I had no idea that it even existed, let alone having visited it. And I spent an hour the first time that I came out here, and it was just one of those brisk mornings. And I was just, as usual, intrigued by the moment. There are so many resources. There are parks and so many things that's a part of the Wake County park system. And I just simply don't know anything about all of these parks, but I do see them as those designated areas where you can go and just enjoy yourself. And if you come early enough in the morning and you like just time to pray, and sometimes it's prayer where you really aren't saying anything, but what you do, and I hit the button and put my face up there. That was not what my intention was. It's just walking along and hit it. But I like those silent prayers, times of reflection, times when I know that in my connection to God, in my relationship to God, sometimes I just don't have to say anything. It's just being in the presence. It reminds me of the song that, well, some of you know it, and I guess others, but I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses. And he walks with me and he talks with me and he tells me I'm his own. What that does and what it's always designed to do is to evoke the presence of God, the I and thou, you and I, us relationship that gets away from the world around us as much as possible, and yet binds us to the world around us, because we are actually a part of God's creation. So it all works together. And it's a hard concept because we tend to want to get away from people. We want to get away from things. We want to get away from ourselves. We're always, well, I can't say we're always, but we are typically trying to find that place that's exclusive to us. And we were created in the universe. We were created as part of the universe. We were not created to function alone, because God said very clearly, it is not good for man to be alone. And with that in mind, however your spiritual growth is, whatever is going on with you, it's really just a powerful opportunity if you're a person who loves to kind of get to themselves and explore the great outdoors. Well, mankind has gone ahead and done part of the work, because you can now walk through this concrete and you can walk over there in the leaves if you choose to. And there are lots of squirrels out here. So if you're easy to scare, the first morning I came out here, I was about to run from these bears, but they were actually squirrels. For some reason, I just think there's a bear out here to eat me everywhere. And I'm not ashamed to tell you that, tough as I am, I know I'm no match for a bear. That's why I hate them, because I can't bluff them. Can't talk. Now, they say you can bluff them, but I'm not up to it. I'll just lay down and be done with it. As I hate them because they eat you alive. And that would be what's miserable to me. But anyway, I'm getting way off track here with my wandering. What I do want to say to you that it's a beautiful day. What I'm really trying to express to you is really Valentine's Day is a day of celebrating, but we were built and created in love. The Word of God and the will of God is that we learn what love actually is. And very few of us seem to have gotten there. Yeah, so I was listening this morning to Ketty, Ketty Lester, Love Letters. I love that song personally. And Elvis Presley made it popular too. So there are often people going between the two songs, Love Letters. And then I was also thinking about Stevie Wonder's Love's in Need of Love. I mean, that's deep, isn't it? My favorite piece of work by Stevie Wonder is Songs in the Key of Life. Okay, let me not take a lot of your time. I'm really wanting to say that you know your favorite scriptures, your favorite gospel song. And so if you're going to celebrate love today, find the one that matches you. Sing it in your own way, but slow down long enough. Forget the fact that it's a man-made holiday. I want to remind you, God made man. So man isn't about going about doing something wrong and evil all the time. God uses man, his creation, and created him in his image. And don't let somebody take away all of your life. There are times you've enjoyed your life and somebody told you you couldn't do this, and you couldn't do that, and the church don't do this. Nobody speaks for the church. None of them are head of the church. And so they have the authority to do that. And a lot of, anyway, I'm rambling again. What I want to say to you this morning is that today is worth living. However you celebrate, if you're a donut person, celebrate with your donut. There are so many donuts, but you got to get out early in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Wake County if you're going to celebrate donuts, because people eat donuts. I mean, a ton of them. And on a day like today, man, they'll be ordering all those donuts. I went all the way to Durham, who's supposed to have the very best donut, and they gave me some donut holes. This was a couple of weeks ago, because they said we sell out so early, but some days it's even earlier than what we can imagine. And I said, man, I drove all the way from Raleigh. I said, of course you don't know that, but I'm just disappointed. And they said, here, only thing that was left was some donut holes, and they gave them to me. But they were delicious too. But if you enjoy your donuts, if you enjoy your chocolate, if you enjoy anything, just go ahead on and enjoy it. And look, don't let your previous experiences with love stop you from just enjoy. Take a moment and celebrate today. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate the people around you. To my family, to my wife, and my sons and daughters and grandchildren, great-grandchildren, uncles, aunts, nephews, nieces, brothers and sisters. The South Central Church. So many of you I know so well, and I just love you. And my worst days at South Central were still my days that I was trying to express a desire and a love and a belief in you. And it is my love for God and his people that drives me every day. So anyway, happy Valentine's Day. Michael L. Dublin Sr.